The man took a triangle ruler and measured at the corner of the wall. Surprisingly, he found that the same wall was 30 degrees different from the ground at different locations. Then, the man poured a glass of water on the ground and didn't expect the water to split in two. After realizing that there was something wrong with the house, the man rushed to find a ruler to measure the length of the house. The result was that the inside of the house was 5 meters longer than the outside. But normally, the inside of the house, excluding the walls, should be shorter than the outside. But this house is strangely the opposite. At that moment, her daughter said she was a bit cold. When she ran back to get some clothes and opened the door again, the little girl disappeared. The father rushed to the house to check and only found his daughter's clothes on the floor. Just a few days ago, Jack's family moved to a villa in the suburbs. They were very happy with the environment and the style of decoration, but the only bad thing was the poor cell phone reception. Just as they were about to move their luggage in, Jack suddenly heard an urgent shout. But strangely, his wife Anna didn't hear it. After dinner, his daughter played a hand shadow game in her room. As she played, a black shadow appeared on the wall. Meanwhile, Jack went downstairs to turn off the lights and go to bed. The time on the clock was 10:34. But what Jack didn't realize was that there were too many rooms in the house and it was very troublesome to turn off the lights. Shortly after he turned off the last lamp, the lamp on the table turned on again. Jack returned to the bedroom and found his wife asleep. Jack was puzzled. Usually his wife goes to bed late, but today, she went to bed so quickly. However, Jack did not realize that 6 hours had passed since he had turned off the light. The next morning, Anna took her daughter out for exercise. Jack was writing in his diary. As he was writing, his pen suddenly broke. Jack was about to drive to a nearby town to buy some supplies, but when the supermarket owner found out that Jack lived in the villa, asked him some strange questions.
You staying at the inn?
Yeah.
Anything happened yet?
Excuse me?
Jack was so confused that the owner didn't say anything else. When he left, he gave Jack a ruler and said he would need it sooner or later. At night, Jack took out his diary. He was going to write the rest of the day's story, but when he opened it, he found an extra paragraph in the diary. You should leave now. And what's even more bizarre, the handwriting was exactly the same as his own, but Jack clearly remembered that he had never written this paragraph. While he was puzzled, footsteps suddenly came from behind him. When he looked back, a door appeared in the middle of the bookshelf. Jack carefully opened it to find a staircase that led down to the bottom. He followed the stairs to the basement to check the situation. He found a lot of photos on the floor. He picked them up and looked at them. These are pictures of the three of them. Then Jack followed his daughter's missing toys. He found his daughter drowned in a secret room. Jack instantly woke up that it was just a dream. He immediately took Anna to the study to check. After they checked, they didn't find the door. Remembering the strange questions asked by the supermarket owner, Nick decided to move out of the house immediately. Jack saw Anna's cell phone and realized that she was having an affair. He confronted Anna with the cell phone. Anna not only denied it, but accused Jack of invading her privacy. The two of them got into a huge fight. Anna left Jack and her daughter and drove away. Disappointed, Jack put the house behind him. He decided to stay with his daughter for the time being. When he opened the diary again, there was one more sentence in the diary. It's too late for you to leave. This house is so weird. Not only are the walls at a different angle to the ground, even the inside of the house is 5 meters longer than the outside. This kind of weirdness, which defies common sense of physics, made the little girl feel a chill. When she went back inside and got dressed and opened the door again, she disappeared in an instant. Jack thought it was his daughter's prank, but when he opened the door, he only saw his daughter's clothes. Realizing the danger, Jack started to look around the house. At this time, he realized that the house had changed. He pushed open the door of the bedroom on the second floor to the living room on the first floor. The villa was like a maze. In order to mark the location, he hurriedly blocked the door with a stool. But when he turned around, the original bedroom became a long corridor. At the same time, his daughter was in a corresponding dark space. As the door opened behind her, the girl was drawn in. In the center of the room was a bathtub. The girl was about to get closer to check it out. The next moment,
Ella!
Jack followed the sound to the study. He didn't realize that the door from his dream had actually appeared. He was sure that his daughter was in there, so he rushed in, but the door suddenly closed when he was just inside. At that moment, the girl met a strange man.
But an innocent face. You don't get that much here. Such a lucky daddy. I bet you'd stay with him forever.
The girl was so scared that she turned around and ran away. Hearing the screams, Jack kept banging on the door. Unexpectedly, Jack went back to the first floor hall. At this time, the daughter is hiding on the stairs shivering. In order to prevent his daughter from being hurt again, Jack decided to leave now because the car was taken by his wife. So he called the owner of the supermarket to rent a car, but the owner said it was too late. A long time ago, this house was on the site of a tower. It was used to collect evil spirits. Then for some reason, the tower was dismantled and the villa was built. But the evil spirits are still trapped here. If there are no sinners living here, nothing will happen. But if a guilty person lives here, they'll be trapped forever. Jack didn't believe it. He decided to take his daughter and leave now. There was no transportation. They had to walk up the mountain toward the town. After a long time, there was finally a light up ahead, but when they got closer, they were back at the villa.